What's up, guys? It's Classic 1333 coming to you live outside.
They're going for it, fancy move. Oh, no.
So, the first match they had Tyson Kidd one-on-one with Evan Bourne.
It's down to these guys. One. I ain't broken to do it, Tech.
Mickey James pinned Maurice again. Evan Bourne hit a shooting star press and got a 3 count. Just make sure Cena is like actually injured or something, so they put him in this exhibition match. What the hell's an exhibition match?
I don't know. That's me, a graveyard. This ain't great. Oh, right there.
Hey, who won the wrestling match? Where'd the music go?
Ah! What's up, YouTube? Classic 1333 coming to you live outside. The show is brought to you by this little stone bear thing. Why? Because I can definitely bear the necessities on survival. Yeah, bad joke. So I'm here with the Raw review for the week. Today's Tuesday, so I'm a day late, $1 short. Last in line, blah blah blah, but yeah, it's the Raw review. And you know what that means? We're gonna have some fun. Yeah. So we start the show off with Legacy in the ring. Like, they just magically appear in the ring as we start the show. And, basically, Orton cuts a promo about how, like, you know, Batista should be worried about facing him at Extreme Rules. And, oh, what else did I write down? Basically what he'll do, how he'll, like, grind his face against the cage, how he'll throw his, you know, throw him in head first against the side of the cage or something. How it's no disqualification and anything goes. You know, something we don't know about cage matches. Well, most of us old school fans, I never thought I'd be calling myself old school, but apparently I'm old school. I'm an old school fan. Getting too old, I guess, huh? Yeah, but anyway, so he said he talked to Vicky, and he said he can have Cody Rhodes or DiBiase fight Batista in a cage match tonight, based on, you know, on whatever side it's on. I think it was like heads for Rhodes, tails for DiBiase or something. So he flips the coin and it's heads. Rhodes gets to fight him, and then Cody Rhodes, you know, gets on the mic with his exciting mic skills, and he's like, my dad has been in some of the best cage matches ever, and, like, tonight I'll take care of Batista, blah, blah, blah. Good for you, Cody. So, yeah, that's one of our matches tonight. We have Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton in the cage. And then, woo! Ric Flair comes out and says, Orton, you're a punk! 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 And then he challenges him to a fight in the parking lot. And then Orton's like, they're arguing a little bit, then Orton accepts it, so we're going to get Ric Flair versus Orton in the parking lot tonight. So, yeah, in a fight. What was it? What was the match called? Like, Fight Till You Can't Stand? Or, I don't know, it was something. I'm sure I wrote it down here. I'll remember toward the end of the show, probably. But, so, yeah, that's how we started the show. Woo, 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 you know it. The drink for the day, delicious lemonade. It's actually Crystal Light lemonade, so it doesn't have sugar in it. So if you're diabetic, drink this stuff. Of course, it does have aspartame in it, and aspartame has been linked to cancer, so basically you get to die of diabetes, or you get to die of cancer. Either way, we get to die. Isn't life exciting? Okay, so, our first match of the show we get, let's go back to some good part of our lives. We get Rhodes versus Batista in the cage match. A squash match, basically, for Batista. He beat the crap out of Cody Rhodes most of the match. He, you know, spear, spinebuster, Batista bomb. Orton came out at one point, and Batista, you know, looked at him while he was doing, you know, his spinebuster and Batista bomb. You know, sending a message, you know, for what could be Orton's fate at Judgment Day. Or Extreme Rules. I apologize. So then, backstage, we get... oh yeah, Batista won the match because it was a squash match. Then backstage, we get Batista talking to Vicky Guerrero and Chavo, and, you know, he doesn't want to team up with The Miz because he doesn't like him, which nobody on the Raw roster does. I like The Miz, but that's just me. And, he wants to know who Cena's mystery partner is tonight. So then, Vicky has, like, this garbage bag full of, like, all the names on the Raw roster. So she, like, you know, has Big Show pull it out, and she pulls out Chavo Guerrero. So Guerrero is going to be Cena's tag team partner tonight. So, yeah. Then we get our next match. We get Kelly and Mickie James versus Beth Phoenix and Maurice in the Divas Tag Team matchup. It was an okay matchup. It was definitely better than like the Kelly versus Maurice no DQ match a couple weeks ago. The worst disqualification in Raw history.
Refs counting, and he like counts to 10 or something, but then it's like they go to like a disqualification rule. That's like what, for shoving her over the commentator's table? Like there's all kinds of other matches they have, you know, where they fight on the announcer's table, or they freaking might even break the table during the match itself.
At least in my opinion it was. So, yeah, the commentators brought that up. They're like, oh, Kelly won by a disqualification. And I was like, yeah, the worst disqualification ever. So, Beth Phoenix and Maurice won the matchup. Trying to remember the finish. It was, I think Rosa distracted the ref or something, and then Beth Phoenix pulled Mickie off the ring apron, and then Maurice hit Kelly with her DDT. I don't know if she has a finishing move for it, but hits her with the DDT, 1, 2, 3, and then Beth Phoenix and Maurice are your winners. And then next match we got Colognes versus Regal and Matt Hardy in a tag team matchup. It was an okay match. It was pretty good. Well, not pretty good. There's a difference between okay and pretty good. It was decent. There we go. That's a ground middle. Decent. Check out this purple pen I found. Yeah, isn't that weird? It's a purple pen. So this match was okay. Colognes won. Trying to remember the finish of it. I think it was Hardy accidentally hit Regal in the cast and got a 3 count. Yeah, I guess I could look at my notes. Yep. He hit him with the cast and got a 3 count. So Colognes are your winners. Kind of confused why Regal and Hardy were teaming up, considering they're like U.S. title picture mid-carders. But whatever. Next we get, they show Flair, you know, out in the parking lot, waiting on Orton, and then Batista shows up, you know, and then Flair's like, you know, don't talk to me, and then he's like, basically explaining why he wants to do it, you know, how he feels like the mosquito, if you couldn't tell. He basically is trying to, you know, talk Batista why he's doing it, you know, he misses being in the ring, he's got something to prove, he wants to prove he's the man, blah, blah, blah. But it's actually a pretty good promo. And then next we get Miz coming out, and then he's 6-0 over Cena, and then he says how Cena's like all the 9-year-olds in the crowd's heroes, and that means that Cena has officially joined the club of SpongeBob SquarePants and Hannah Montana. So that was a pretty cool little promo. Miz cut some pretty good promos, I think. I like how he's kind of like, you know, sort of like how he sort of like kind of listens to us a little bit, but he's kind of more like on New Age stuff and how like kind of silly, like, well, WWE product is kind of silly as it is nowadays since the Attitude Days, so he's kind of like the negative stuff he sort of focuses on, kind of brings that back. He's got a little bit of that attitude, kind of. So that's one thing I like about his promos. So then we get Miz and Big Show versus John Cena and Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero didn't really do much in the match toward the end. Pretty much it was Big Show beating up Cena for a while, and then he kept like yelling at Miz, like I think Miz hit Cena with a cheap shot on the outside, and he's like, you don't touch him! He's all mine! And then he, Miz like wanted to like tag himself in, and he's like, you stay on the apron! You know, threatening him and stuff. So that was pretty funny stuff. And then I thought this match was actually surprisingly good. Just like, I don't know, the little story they had in the ring. So Big Show beats up Cena for a while. Miz blind tags himself in. Comes in the ring. He does a little bit of damage to Cena, but then Cena gets his, you know, magic comeback with his back suplex, his 5-knuckle shuffle. And then I think Big Show came in and hit him or something, and then or he was gonna he like got a blind tag on Miz. He hit Cena, and then when Miz came to, like, he wanted Big Show to tag him, and Miz is like what George Lopez was, I got this, and then Big Show was like, knocks him out, and then like Chavo like tags himself in, like he like tags Cena, or like, you know, taps Cena, gets himself in, and then pins Miz. So Cena and Chavo are your winners. Then after the match, Chavo gets FU'd by Cena, and then Big Show like knocks out Cena. Like, Cena tried jumping off the top rope at him, and Cena clocked him and knocked him out, and then puts him in his Steiner recliner move, thus giving him momentum for his Extreme Rules match, his submission match, which my buddy, the Wrestling Show, said something about them being like, kind of like Cena winning the match with some gimmicky thing about maybe Cena using the ropes to choke out Big Show, or using a chair or something. That's what I think too.